Hello everybody, Kai here, coming back from hibernation to tell you things are happening. I know my big projects seem to have disappeared, so I want to post an update video so you all know where I'm at with each of them. I also want to apologize for the lack of updates lately. I've hit a period of massive burnout and couldn't bring myself to work on anything big for a while. I want to make it clear that I'm not trying to say that for pity or sympathy, or anything like that. I just want to let you know what's been happening and why things have been so slow lately. So let's start with the updates, shall we? I also want to apologize for my allergies being my allergies. It is becoming fall, and my allergies are usually the worst in like early spring and early fall. So if I sound really stuffy or like sickish, I'm not sick, it's just my allergies being rude. Anyway, back to the updates. First up is Kindness Faction. No, the series is not cancelled. I'm still working on it, and I'm actually working on the script for episode 4 right now. I like to make scripts and thumbnails for the episodes before they are worked on, and so far I've made 4-ish episode scripts and 8 thumbnails. None of which I'll be revealing on YouTube right now because I like to keep things secretive until they're released. But as of right now, the series is being put on hiatus officially until I can finish the script of Crystal Force. After the script for Crystal Force is finished, I'll start working on episode 2 while I wait for all of the things I need to come in for Crystal Force. Speaking of Crystal Force, I've been doing a lot of background work for it, like working on the script, improving the server, and building up the amazing crew we've got waiting to work on this project. I couldn't be more thankful for the awesome cast I've got. You all mean a lot to me, and I can't wait to start working on this project with you all. As for the status of Crystal Force, the script is still being written as of right now, and oh boy, is it a long one. In fact, it's so long, Pieces, the awesome person she is, if you don't know who that is, you're probably new here because I swear I talk about her like every other video. But Pieces is one of the cast members and a really good friend of mine. She makes awesome series and I voice act for her, totally check her out. But anyway, obligatory shoutouts aside, Pieces ran part of the script, I think it was like scenes 10 to 22, through a website that tries to calculate how long something would take to read out loud. And scenes 10 through 22 alone were like 1.5 hours long. And the entire movie was supposed to be 1.5 hours, but no, scenes 10 to 22 were like already 1.5 hours. I think the entire script, like from scenes 1 to 22, was 2 hours and 15 minutes. If you don't believe me, I'll put up a screenshot of like the results that the website got. I don't remember what the website itself was called, but yeah, no, shout out for Pieces for helping me realize I write too much. Not to mention, the script is on scene 29 now. We are 29 scenes in, so I'm sure we're closer to like the 2.5 hour mark now. I know this is a tangent, but I feel like I need to like say it. Usually for Kindness Faction, I give myself a word limit of like around about 2,000 words for each episode. And that's worked out well for me so far. It took like 20 minutes, episode 1 did. Episode 2 will probably be around that range, maybe a bit shorter. Episode 3 might be a bit longer. That works. But Crystal Force was just a movie, so I didn't give myself a word limit because I wanted to write down everything I needed. Turns out, I write really long scripts when I'm not given a word limit. So what's probably going to end up happening with Crystal Force is, first of all, this is just the first draft, and me and the script editors have to cut it down, make it flow better. But even then, I have a very strong feeling that the final draft of Crystal Force is going to be, like, still way over the time limit I wanted. So what's probably going to end up happening is Crystal Force 1, because yes, I did plan a sequel. Crystal Force 1 is probably going to be split in half at the very least. if not thirds, because this script ended up being so long, and I'm not about to make y'all sit through what's probably gonna end up being close to a 4-hour movie. I would never do that to you, that'd be terrible. So yeah, no, Crystal Force is gonna be a couple movies, even once we get everything finalized. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Back to the update. On the short-term side of things, my next step is to make a cast reveal video so the amazing people working on this project can be recognized before the project even starts. I'm also working on a little trailer for you guys that I'll work on after the cast reveal is made. As for other projects, you've seen the MEP I made, and that was the main thing I was working on. Most of my time, or at least what time I had, was dedicated to scriptwriting, character designs, and working on improving the Crystal Force Discord server. So here's a quick summary of what to hopefully expect as of right now. Kindness Faction is on hiatus until I finish the script for Crystal Force. After the script is done and while I wait for everything I need to be finished by the team, I'll start working on episode 2 of Kindness Faction. From there, it's kind of blurry, depending on how long Crystal Force is and how long it takes for all of the needed parts for the project to come in. If it's long enough, I may start working on episode 3. If not, it'll probably go on another hiatus while I start working on the Crystal Force movie. Once the time comes where Crystal Force is finished, I'll start work on more Kindness Faction episodes, while also writing the sequel. Yes, there is a sequel, I did mention that. After that, I'm not sure. Actually, past Kai, there's another one. Another 2, actually. I keep making series, and I have zero control of myself. So, the first, I guess I should say third, of the Lunakai projects would be a follow-up for our future series of Crystal Force, because god, I love that universe, apparently. That series is called Go, Guardians of the Elements. And it's my attempt at writing a more slice of life series. I will reveal that. I'll just give like brief summaries. But anyway, it takes place at the Elemental Academy, a school for magicals for them to learn their talents. I can't say a lot about Go Guardians of the Elements without spoiling Crystal Force, so all I'm gonna say is it's my attempts at working on a slice of life series. It takes place at a school called the Elemental Academy, best school for magicals in the land, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say when it takes place or whatever. I will reveal the prototype designs for the characters. Please don't worry, I will be redesigning them before the series is even remotely close to existing. And then there's a 4th series that'll probably be running side by side with Kindness Faction. This series is called Star Force 7, and it is the result of a random obsession with space that is sparked up for me during the summer, because space is cool. I'll reveal the magical forms. The civilian identities of these characters are made by Enzoya. They're cool. Enzoya's cool. Enzoya doesn't really post often though, but I'll leave a link to the channel. It's a collaborative series between me, Enzoya, and maybe Pieces. I know she's helping with some designs right now. I'll give a brief synopsis of Star Force. It's basically about these characters who were born from the energy of stars. And there's technically 10 of them, but there's only 7 that were born from actual stars. And they're born from, you know, the different types of stars, you get the little dim red dwarfs, you got stars like the sun, you got the big blue giant stars, you know, and everything in between. But then there's 3 other characters who are based off of a star core that is run out of fuel. So you've got like your black hole, the neutron star, the white dwarf star cores. Basically what happens to a star when it runs out of fuel and, you know, burns out, yada yada yada. And anyway, these guys lived in a universe where beings were created by the energy of celestial bodies, like, you know, black holes and neutron stars and actual stars, you know, stuff like that. They're born from the energy that they produced, and the beings born from black holes, most of them are evil. They want to drain the energy from the universe and take it for themselves, which would obviously, you know, in that universe put out all the stars and take the energy from the star people, and, you know, it'd be really bad. It'd be bad, it would not be good. But Nebula, later to be known as Star Ranger X, is a good being made from a black hole. She's hard to explain. She's nice in her own way, very, like, emotionless, relatively. She can tear holes through to other dimensions with her weapon, which is called the Dimension Glaive. She sees all the other people born from black holes tearing up the universe like, ooh, we're gonna take on energy, and she sends 7 star beings who are called Asterians. She sends 7 of those guys off to Earth unknowingly. She just kind of tells them, hey, go through the weird space-time hole portal thing. You gotta get out of here. You're the only beings left that can, like, fix the universe or whatever. And so they go, and then, you know, eventually she and the neutron star being in their group named Halo tears open another hole in the universe to go through, and Halo goes with her, but they accidentally left someone behind. I'm not gonna say who, but everybody who Nebula sent to Earth has varying level of memory of their past universe. It's kind of like Kindness Faction, but space, but also not Kindness Faction. I don't know, it's weird. And the only reason I'm saying this much is because I plan on making a trailer at some point that'll be voiceless, because I haven't got a cast for Star Force yet. I haven't even thought about casting for Star Force yet, and I probably won't until we get, you know, Crystal Force out of the way. I am working on Star Force in the background because I have an obsession with space and also really like making series, apparently. I feel like I've rambled long enough. I hope this video wasn't too long and boring. I tried scripting this video, for the most part anyway, to keep myself from rambling too much, so let me know if you prefer this style of update or you liked the more freestyle one. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day, night, or anything in between, and I hope to see you with more productive videos soon. Oh, I almost forgot, I am going to be no longer using KindMaster because I'm sure you've all seen, you know, KindMaster 6 is coming out and the old KindMaster is not being supported after May 2023. So I'm trying to move to a new editor because paying for KindMaster Premium is really expensive. And yeah, so I'm looking at CapCut right now, but I'm also playing around with Lightmotion. Lightmotion scares me. CapCut seems cool, so that'll probably be what I mainly use. But Lightmotion, I might break out a Lightmotion every once in a while if I can figure out how to use it. I will still be using KindMaster for at least a little while, maybe a couple more months. Do be prepared for a sudden dip in my quality as I'm trying to, you know, establish understanding of a new editor while I'm trying to learn how it works and the different tips and tricks, how things are supposed to be, how they aren't supposed to be. I can't even figure out how to chrome key on a Lightmotion yet. I'm working on it. A Lightmotion is an experience in of itself. Me and Intoya were trying to figure it out. We were in a Discord call and we sat there for like half an hour. Neither of us knew what was going on. There are so many shapes and buttons and I don't know what they do. But yeah, no, that's what YouTube's for. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know to expect probably a different style of editing from me. At least, I feel like definitely by 2023, I will have established myself with a different editor. But KindMaster is still going to be here for a little while longer, at least until I can fully say that I'm comfortable with a new editing software. I think that's everything. I hope this video isn't too stupidly long, like I feel like it is. Hope you guys have a good, great day, night, and everything in between, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!